Look, I'm just gonna be upfront and say this right off the bat. I have no idea whether this is Uncanny Valley or not, and truth be told, it has been so long since we've seen anything remotely related to Uncanny Valley that I have really just forgotten everything about that community. But before I go further into this, I just want to ask you guys, please leave a like on this video and subscribe because it literally takes 1 second and it helps me out a lot. Back on track, you see, with it being so many years since Uncanny Valley was somewhat of a big thing within the community, at least on my side, I don't exactly know or remember what they did. I don't know if they are still around and doing any of that stuff, but you see, here is the thing. The majority of people who sent me all of these tweets and screenshots told me they think this is from the Uncanny Valley community. So straight up, if it's not, then I do apologise, but from an outsider's perspective, it does look that way. Now, I was scrolling Twitter as per usual, honestly, what's new? And I do forget how this tweet got into my Twitter feed, but it did. And so basically it's a tweet from an account called Zoko Center, which is something I've never seen before, so we'll take a look into that a little bit later. Just announced ZTS Love Yourself Speak Yourself World Tour, with the location being something called the Zoko Stadium, and the date is the 1st of February in 2020. So I suppose the tweet itself can come across as slightly confusing. So many questions arose the first time I read that for myself. First of all, who or what is ZTS? What does Speak Yourself mean? Why are these people doing a world tour, and what is a Zoko Stadium? But let's just ignore that for now, because I promise you there is something far more interesting that we should focus our attention on, and that is simply the image attached below the tweet. The top half of the picture looks perfectly fine, you know, we have ZTS World Tour, gotta get all of that promotion stuff done, we understand how it is. Love Yourself, Speak Yourself, the final. Not too sure what the final part means. Is this the final tour they will be doing? If so, how many tours have they previously done, and why will this be the last? Do you guys see what I mean now? Just way too many questions arise from this whole thing. The 1st of February at 7:10 p.m. Well, that is somewhat of a specific time. I really have no idea why it had to be 10 minutes past the hour, but you know what, that's completely fine. And now we have reached the bottom half of this image, and I'd just like for you guys to prepare yourselves. Even though you did see this in the thumbnail, like it quite literally took up half of the thumbnail. Ready? 1, 2, 3, here goes nothing. This is the image that I had been cursed with witnessing whilst I was trying to innocently scroll through Twitter. First of all, let me just point out the top reply to this tweet. This is way too uncanny for me to see, with an attached screenshot of, I missed 10 seconds ago when I didn't know this thing existed. And I mean, my God, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one. You guys know by now that I will always try to find something positive to share in pretty much any situation at this point. But you know what, before I say anything more, I'd just like to make it very clear that I'm not trying to hate on the people behind this in the slightest. Those are not my intentions, and those shouldn't be your intentions either. Please just leave people to do whatever they want to do, and do not send any form of hate to these people. But oh my God, I'm gonna have to say that this certainly is one of the weirdest Roblox related things I've ever come across. And if you think it was bad enough that they announced a whole world tour, like actual real tickets went on sale for people to attend this tour, tickets are now on sale for the ZTS Love Yourself Speak Yourself World Tour at Zoko Stadium. I mean, come on, it even has a link for people to purchase them here. ZTS general admission tickets. Although to be fair, the ticket is literally only 15 Robux. And you know what? I will say this. I guess this is going to be the positive thing I found within the situation. As absolutely horrifying as this picture is, and as weird as it is that a K-pop Roblox group is supposedly having a world tour, it is kind of cool to me. Think about it this way. The people behind this surely cannot be older than teenagers, which basically just means it comes down to younger players simply having fun by creating this band on Roblox. And it seems like the people behind the concert arena host a whole bunch of different events and shows. And I'm not gonna lie, back when I was like 12, maybe 13 or 14, this would have been such a cool and interesting thing for me to be a part of. Like, I can really say I would have enjoyed it. Once again, excluding these characters because I'm not sure I could ever get used to seeing that. I don't know what about these things specifically makes them absolutely terrifying, but I do at least know it's those faces. Another thing that's slightly concerning is the fact that there is actual people out there that appear to be excited for this Roblox K-pop world tour. So first of all, let me just say, ZTS stans or ZTS army, whichever you prefer, please don't attack me or cancel me or anything like that. I promise you I don't mean any of this, and it's all just a big joke, and I am absolutely not scared of stans. You see, I had to find out if this was a serious thing, so I went much deeper into this than any normal person ever would. Basically, I found the official Twitter page of ZTS, and it would appear that they have their own YouTube channel linked to this Twitter account, ZTS with 911 subscribers at this current time, and they actually have 5 whole videos uploaded to this channel, all of which seem to be Roblox music videos using the ZTS characters, but they are also using BTS music. One more time, I don't think I'll ever get over the way that these things look, but I will give credit where it's due. These videos aren't awful, and in fact, they are actually kinda good, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't slightly impressed. I also think I found a genuine K-pop stan account on Twitter, and they made a thread using these Roblox characters. Blackpink sleep paralysis demons a thread, and the whole entire thread is just screenshots and videos of even more of these horrifying creatures, which then sent me down another incredibly deep rabbit hole of these Roblox K-pop groups. I found yet another one, Pink Pop, and this one is quite clearly much bigger, with 74,000 subscribers. This channel has a lot more videos uploaded to it, and they've literally even been doing this for a whole entire year. And come on, just take a look at those views. I mean, they have multiple videos with over 1 million views, and this one alone has almost 4 million. So this tiny little situation of ZTS World Tour has now turned into a much bigger thing than I ever would have imagined. The multiple Roblox K-pop groups that I found, as well as the insane numbers they are getting in terms of views and subscribers, can only lead me to believe that this is not an uncommon thing. And I mean that as in there is likely a whole community of different K-pop groups and bands on Roblox, as well as all the fans and stans for them, but we literally never knew about any of this, and we only very recently found out. You know what, I'll leave you with this. It's absolutely bizarre to me that they even exist in the first place, but it becomes even more strange when I see just how popular they are and the fact that it took us so long to find any of them. I could go so much further into this right now, but I mean, I think we've all seen enough for today. But if you guys do want to dig deeper into this, then by all means feel free to do so. As long as you are looking at and for the right things, it probably isn't that hard. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of these K-pop groups on Roblox and the fact they are doing world tours. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.